Hey guys, I'm here with Robbie and Crystal of Endeavor After. How are you guys doing?
Good, very good today.
Yeah, we're here in their little studio. So can you tell
us?
Dungeon. Our dungeon. A dungeon studio.
Yes.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about Endeavor After?
Endeavor After is a custom, it's called direct-to-garment printing company. By direct-to-garment, I mean instead of your typical screen printer, the ink actually goes right to the shirts itself and gets baked on. It gets absorbed by the fabric and everything. So I'm cutting out a lot of cost for the customer, as well as giving them more options as far as details and colors and stuff like that.
Cool. And what made you decide to do this process?
Actually, well, it was a long journey. Just doing the typical day job thing and being in a band and being a husband and a father and everything. I just really wanted to be home a little bit more, and it opened me up because I love what I do. I'm in the printing industry now for my day job, and I love what I do, and I wanted to do something different. We had talked about different avenues to take, and we ended up going into t-shirts. And instead of doing your typical screen printer, because you do find a lot of screen printers out there, and we wanted to kind of set ourselves away from that, and discovering the company Inkjet, who we bought the printer from, they actually trained us pretty much, and they showed us all the ins and outs of the machinery and everything that could happen with, or the potential I should say, with the direct-to-garment. And that just turned us on even more to it, where we said that's going to set us apart, because there's screen printers, in Pittsburgh or every other block. So it's like, and we don't have any minimums either. And that's a big thing too, because of the fact that a lot of times screen printers say, okay, you have to have a minimum of 50 or whatever it is. And if you want less, you're still paying for the charges to set up and everything like that. Where for us, you send me a file, if it's due spec, there's no setup charge, They just take care of you right then and there.
What's like the process? Do most people make their art ahead of time, or you guys can make the art for them? How does that work?
We can design for them. There is a design fee that goes into that as well. But a lot of the companies and everything, they have pre-designed logos where they just say, hey, I have my logo, I need some shirts. She actually made the comment the other day, she said, chase the rainbow. And that's a perfect way to describe it, because there's no limitation for it. And they just give me files, and I say, okay, here's the specs I need. As long as it matches that criteria, we're good to go.
Awesome. So it can be like any color you choose. You can make it on the computer, you can make it on this.
Yep.
And then what is the turnaround time? Say if I ordered a shirt today, how soon can I get it?
By the weekend. I mean, actually, depending on how many you're ordering. I mean, if you're ordering 2 or 3, you can hang out here. We'll do them right now. You
work with tattoo shops, and you're in a band, so are you going to be working with local bands as well?
Absolutely. And that was another big thing, because being musician owned, I know, like, bands don't make that much money, so I get it. And, I want to help them out too, because that's one thing, and I even threw it out on my Facebook page, and I threw out a challenge to all the bands. I said, everywhere you go, you see a band t-shirt. It's a black shirt, white ink. I'm like, challenge me. Like, here's the deal. I was like, I maybe a few more dollars, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. And just give me your band photo with your logo, and I'll put it on a shirt for you. I mean, how many local bands can say, like, look, it's like I'm that shirt in Hot Topic, or we're on a shirt. So I mean, that's stuff we can do. So, and it's good priced. I mean, being in a band, I would say we're definitely good priced.
Yeah, and I mean, you can start off like small, like make like a small order, see if they sell well, and then you can purchase more rather than having to buy like 200 shirts at a time. You can just buy like, I don't know, like 20 of one design, and then see how that goes.
Yep. We just had a new website. Well, I can't say new website because it's been up for a while, but it completely revamped. I have a great web designer behind it. He actually started a whole store on it. So if you go to www.EndeavorAfterLLC.com, you can buy our pre-designed shirts. Yeah, I'm that football like crazy guy that I was hoping for 7. I can't deny it, but there are other funny shirts that I've thrown up there and everything. And you can check out our pre-designed stuff, and there's also a link that you can actually upload your own artwork, as long as it's not trademarked or copyrighted. There you go, and perfectly wearable t-shirt, ready to be worn.
Sweet. And then you guys just redid your logo also?
Just redid our logo, yep.
Did you guys make those yourself? Or?
That one I actually made, and this logo was done by a friend of mine who basically told me, you need a different logo. And we're originally, whenever we were coming up with ideas, that I actually came up with, because a lot of people know my backstory, I won't really get into it, but they said, you know, starting your own business, it's happily ever after. And that's how Endeavor After came out. And that's what I was going for the first logo, with like more like a fairy tale kind of theme. And then this one kind of became more professional, more artsy, more in your face with all the color.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it makes it very obvious that like we have color. And then like the smiley face is the cutest.